Now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
Good evening. You know who I am. Kidding. Welcome everybody to Meach's Musings. It's the chill show, but not quite yet. Thank you everybody tuning in so far. There's a few of you in the chat room, or at least a few of you viewing. I haven't seen any comments pop up yet. I'm sure people are wondering why I'm so late today, and that will be explained momentarily. Not going to be a whole lot of wrestling talk on this show. I know I kind of go back and forth with this particular entry of the week, but this is going to be really life heavy and personal stuff. So if that's not your cup of tea, I'll tell you right now, we'll see you. We'll see you this weekend, for real. The reason I am late today, and I mean 4 hours later than I usually try to do musings on a Thursday. I have weighed back and forth on putting this out there with you guys, but I feel like the only way to do this is to be honest with everybody, and hope that everybody can understand the level of struggle that we as a family here at the Beecham House are dealing with. So if you will indulge me. I don't know exactly when it started, to be honest with you. It's kind of been an ongoing thread. But my son, a lot of you have heard Dylan's voice in the background over the years. So he's been on screen with us a few times in his nearly 16 years. He's struggling right now with a active battle with addiction. And I guess I've let myself look the other way at a lot of it. I have to admit, as much as anything. So we've been in the process of getting him into treatment, and just when you are a low-income family, it's a battle because you have to have the right insurance, or you have to come out of pocket for things. And things like this, unfortunately, do not come cheap or inexpensive. And I wouldn't want it that way, because you want what's best for your family when you're doing something like this, at this level. So we went to what would basically be classified out there to you guys as a kind of like a meeting. And this was Dylan's second time going to a meeting, and he seemed like he was more receptive this time at the meeting. This is Tuesday night now. He and I had a very frank conversation after Talk Wrestling on Tuesday, or Monday rather. And then it kind of yesterday he was homesick. Just had some gastro issues. I'll leave it that way. And today I went to lunch with a friend, just talking about different things within the multiverse. And literally, I know the word literally is used far too often, and people on the internets get really pissy about people using that word, but it was a literal thing. I had just expressed to this friend how proud I was that he seemed like he was back on track and things were going to start moving forward again. The last word of the sentence came out of my mouth. We got our appetizers delivered, and it was like the universe heard my conversation because I got a phone call from school. It was just like mucker father. So we went and we picked him up, my friend and I. By the way, I'm not going to throw that name under the bus, but thank you to that friend who was there and understood that our plans needed to be redirected for the day. It is much appreciated. I owe you one for sure. And thank you for lunch also. And I called the center. I said, he's in trouble. And they said, bring him. So I did. He will be, with any luck, entering their IOP program next week. He can still go to school. He can still live at home, do the things. It's not a rehab center per se, but he will be getting the help he needs. And I have talked at length about this with the core members of the team here in the multiverse, as well as my family and the people I consider family. That's friends and family, for friends and our family, for those of you that don't understand. I've used that term quite a bit here in the last year. And I have tried very hard to maintain the balance and have not been succeeding. However, I realized that it wasn't from my lack of want. It was from my ignorance and lack of education on the matter. And now that we have Dylan where he needs to be and on the path he needs to be on, I will be able to refocus here as I'm focusing the majority of my energies with him. So I know that I have probably given a few members of the team and quite a few viewers within the multiverse pause that I was going to be taking a step back or kind of withdrawing unintentionally. I'm here to tell you right now that is no longer going to be the case. I am here, and I will be here when I am able to be here if it does not directly impact myself and my involvement with Dylan. Give me 1 second. This, I know it's a hot cup, but it is a pink drink. You'll notice the pink thing. That will be explained. I promise. Anyway, so that is where I'm at on the home front. This situation is impacting his grades. It's impacting his life. It's impacting everything, as addiction does. So it just it's one of those that it is what it is, I guess. And I'm able to verbalize it here, which I haven't been able to do since this started, really get into the meat and potatoes of it. So I do thank everybody within the multiverse, and I've got a lot of people watching right now. So I thank you for that, for the ability, my knowledge, my awareness that you guys are here. And it does mean a lot. And I know sorry. Trying real hard here. It is I will pass that along, Daniel. Thank you. it's new territory. I've been doing this for over 20 years. I've been a fan of most things I'm a fan of. I've been a fan of my whole life, if not close to it. This is a whole new animal what we're dealing with. And it's unprecedented because I was never that kid, nor was my friend, but nor was my brother. My friend, he's my friend. Or our family has not had to deal with that within the core of us, right? At least not as us. We've had family members, we've had family. It's definitely been a part of our lives, but not so directly. So I am doing what I can to process it while I'm trying to get myself back on track. A lot of you are aware of my struggles with mental health and the TBI that I suffered all those years ago before I even started working with Aaron. So it's going to be a thing for a while, and I appreciate everybody's patience. I know the team is noticing that I'm my cognitive kind of is what it is. So if that happens and you guys notice it, please know that I am in the process of getting help for me. We are in the process of getting help for the kiddo. And everybody you see here in the corner more often than not, and then when we do our multi-channel streams like open mic night, everybody that's in those rooms, they all appreciate you guys coming in, doing the thing, participating, super chatting. I can't express that enough. I know we're, beating a dead horse, playing a broken record, however you want to, verbalize it. But it is because of your guys's support that the channels keep moving, specifically the CASA and the Jeff Meacham Network. So if you guys want to have the shows continue and improve in quality, improve in quantity, improve in everything we do, that doesn't happen without financing, right? That's just, we live in a capitalist society, ladies and gentlemen. It's that is the nature of things. So again, I don't have the disclaimer up. I didn't want to make this entry about that, but I will express it verbally because it is so important. Greg Cherry decided to take a hiatus. We are unsure when he is going to return to the air, if he does. He's understandably frustrated with the way things are going. I'm not going to lie. I've had the same conversation with myself since around Christmas time, and then definitely since this year started. Like I've been saying, what's today? Today is the 15th. This has been the craziest 46 days I think I've ever experienced in my life. To start a year, this has absolutely been batshit between all the stuff going on in WWE and everything that's happening now across the wrestling world. And then my personal life is what it is. And my hockey team is awful. They just suck so bad. I'm so disappointed in the Kings right now. It's not even a laughing matter at this point how bad they are. It's frustrating as hell. So I'm hoping that things will turn around with the acknowledgement that I need the support, that we appreciate all the comments and feedback and everything from you guys here in the chat rooms. So thank you all for that. Okay, I've been sappy enough and depressing enough. Let's go ahead and talk about what is coming up this weekend, because I know I'm looking forward to it. I know Noah's not, but I am. I know a lot of the team's very divided on this when we made this announcement during the Super Bowl last week. But Saturday night, our open mic night karaoke theme night will return unexpectedly, unintentionally, kind of worked out that way. We were originally going to have what we were calling Clash of the Couples, which is going to be a newlywed themed style, newlywed game themed style game, but we couldn't get the commitment from enough of the established couples we wanted. It wasn't going to be newlywed; it was going to be established couples with the same type of newlywed game format. I couldn't get the couples I wanted to commit. That just was what it was. So we were kind of just gonna, not have a theme for February and just, skate on to March and our wrestling themed karaoke that we did last year and we're bringing back this year. And we were talking about Taylor Swift being at the Super Bowl and, how much her and Travis Kelce's relationship has kind of taken over the world in all things. And we're like, you know what? Screw it. So that's what we're doing. So Saturday night, 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 Pacific, as Open Mic Night always is, our theme for the month of February will be karaoke, specifically the discography, the song library of Taylor Swift. So tune in for that Saturday. That'll be fun as shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna enjoy singing what I can, singing what I know, and just sitting back and watching the calamity of everybody else try to get their shit together. And I need this, if I'm being real. I need one of those days where it's just ridiculousness and mayhem. And okay. So we have an announcement from the chat room. So I will bring JJ in right now. And he says, we have made a concession in order to get Noah's participation. Noah will only sing if someone super chats the $25 cheer, and he will not sing Taylor Swift. He will sing a love song by a male artist. All right. So there you go. So there is the caveat to have Noah sing. So please be there Saturday and be aware that if you want Mr. Foster to sing with those melodic tones of his, this is the criteria. I'll be honest, I don't know the entirety of lyrics of a lot of Taylor songs. I do have my favorites. We are going to talk within the group about what songs are our favorites, what songs we know, what songs we don't know, and try to steer the conversations that way. Because I definitely know what my favorites are and know what I can carry. I can't carry a tune to save my ginger ass, but I can carry a song enough to get through it, is what I'm trying to say. So that'll be on Saturday. Of course, JJ right now, much like this week, I'm trying to get through these shows, but he's making the haha. Yes. Yeah. No, that's what I call slow jams, baby. That is exactly what we need in this world. My God. Absolutely right, JJ. Oh, it's going to be a long Saturday, but I'm here for it. Every bit of it. As with this week, JJ will be back next week with his recaps of wrestling television. And because Monday is a school holiday for us here in California, at least our districts of schools, he will be back Tuesday with his review of all things SmackDown, Rampage, Collision, and Raw. And then the rest of the week will proceed as usual. If he feels that next Friday's premium event, No Surrender from TNA, is worth him returning to reviews of Impact the following week. But either way, this coming week, as it was this week, we'll have JJ's reviews of all things professional wrestling, damn it. And no, we don't digress. Also, next weekend, let's not forget the Elimination Chamber. And we will not be doing that one live. I know it says live in the upper left, but I ain't getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's ridiculous. So if you would like to hear Noah and JJ call the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event, you can tune in at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific on Saturday the 24th. That is what we have decided to do because our old asses need sleep, if we're being real. I was going to be up if I'm being honest, because I don't sleep well Friday nights anyway. Just used to it. And again, I need to remake the graphic for that because you also are covering Explosion and NBA Power now. So I will definitely redo that graphic for you, sir. Mike, not happy about it either. That's why we're doing it at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock Pacific. So be on the lookout for our watch along of that. And of course, as usual, Talk Wrestling will be on Monday. Stat Boy Sports Bar will be on Tuesday. With Greg going on his unexpected hiatus this week. Again, totally get it. Dads for next week. Dads always on wrestling next week will be on Wednesday in its usual time slot following For the Love of Wrestling. But we will have the top 10 TV couples as chosen by the Renegade Wrestling, JJ Williams, and yours truly, Jeff Meacham. Separate lists again. We're going to try to keep that theme going after we did so well with the Beatles. So tune in next Wednesday, a week from yesterday. Top 10 TV couples, and that'll be again Wednesday morning or afternoon if you're on the East Coast, following For the Love of Wrestling. That is what is coming up next week as far as the channels. As far as out here in literally in La La Land, because that's where these shows are going to be, my friends are involved in a lot of cool stuff, and I'm going to be totally that show guy for them. Next Wednesday, the day we do dads, will also be the Jesse Fury and the Sound at the Mint down on Pico Boulevard. It's weird how the world works, folks, because Jesse Fury is actually the son of the greatest left winger in NHL history and current president of business operations for Los Angeles Kings, Luc Robitaille. That's his son in the middle there. And far left is a friend of mine who I have known her and her family since I was literally this big. So my worlds keep getting more contract, smaller and smaller. Emmanuel, get out of my head, because I was going to probably go there just to throw JJ off a little bit. We're talking not wrestling that week. We will, I'm sure, at one point talk about the top 10 wrestling couples of all time. And there's no doubt about it that the Macho Man and Elizabeth will be high ranked because they were a love story too for all time. Yeah, especially after WrestleMania. I'm watching that right now. Watched 1991. Actually finished 1991 binging today. Yeah. So, Macho Man Elizabeth will be on a wrestling list of that. No doubt about it. Also, coming up in the month of March, I talked about them last week. They were performing at the Topanga Social during the Super Bowl. The LA Dolls will be out on Santa Monica, 4th Street to be precise, out at Harvell's. I've been there years ago, but it's been a hot minute. But anyway, the LA Dolls will be there Friday night, March 8th. Doors will be at 8 p.m. Shows at 9:30. It's $10 pre-sale. I think it's a little bit more at the door. So get down there and check out my friends, the LA Dolls. We have what if we donate $20 to somebody else singing? Can we do that? Yes, absolutely. If you guys can donate $25 to whoever you want to sing. If it's going to be Noah singing, it'll be a non-Taylor Swift song this weekend, but everybody else will sing Taylor. We'll get it done for you one way or the other. So the shows I mentioned are coming up next week and then in March. However, tomorrow at the legendary Whiskey A Go-Go, my new friends will be performing along with the Motels and a lot of other groups. And yesterday, their new video, Kinda Crazy, premiered on YouTube, and also the song dropped on YouTube and Spotify. And I've been given permission to play the video. Check it out. Here are the Pinktastic Plastics.
Can you tell me how you're feeling?
So many things. I wish I could just show you.
Let's see what we can do about that. What do you see when you look at this?
Cotton candy.
And this one?
Ferris wheel.
How about this one?
Bicycle?
And how does this make you feel?
Kind of crazy.
I want to try something a little experimental. Just relax and show me everything. Relax. Show me everything. Show me everything.
Crazy.
Everything.
All this time you never See, I'm kinda crazy, crazy for you. Touch me once, you know it's true. Crazy for you. Never ever wanted anyone like this. In my kiss, it's all brand new. Crazy for you. It's all brand new. You know it's true. Crazy for you. Crazy for you.
And you can check out that video on YouTube right now, as well as listen to the audio on YouTube and Spotify. And again, check out the Pinktastic Plastics tomorrow night at the world famous Whiskey A Go Go in Hollywood. Tickets start at $35, and the first 40 people there, I believe, will be getting the motel keychain with the Pinktastic Plastics logo on it. And of course, you can follow the ladies on Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify at Pinktastic Plastics. If you're listening to me, it's PINKTASTIC space PLASTIXX, Pinktastic Plastics, and they'll be at the Whiskey tomorrow night, beginning at 6 o'clock, opening for the motels. So be on the lookout. It's gonna be a whole bunch of bands there. So come down. If you're in Hollywood, check out the Whiskey's. It's notorious. It's legendary, right? A lot of great all-time groups and acts got started there. So to follow up from earlier to Arlene's question, yes, of course, the $25 tier is always in play. It's just that Noah's name will be on the wheel this week. So the only way he sings is if you super chat 25 and directly pick him. And Emmanuel, we thank you for that. To give this up. And yes, that is why the show is pink tonight. I actually bought specifically to wear to the Whiskey tomorrow. I'll be obviously giving a little wash because I wanted to. I'm not going to be on the air tomorrow. Fridays are always a crapshoot for being live, so that's why I went ahead and did the pink today. So yeah, hope everybody had a good week. I appreciate you guys listening to me, letting me let you in a little bit. I don't always do that. I have been encouraged not to do that over the years, but I think tonight and going forward that's going to be different. So check out all our friends again. Just subscribe to everybody at the end of the day. It's what can I say except thank you all for tuning in this tonight. I'm going to run the watch alongs one more time, and then we'll say goodnight. So we'll see you tomorrow morning for JJ's review of Impact Wrestling, and we'll see our TNA Wrestling Impact. TNA Impact, excuse the hell me. No, I didn't wear pink yesterday because I wasn't live yesterday. I did fail, but yeah. And from what I understand, Jay, and I had a friend of mine tell me this today, the friend that went to lunch with me, we weren't celebrating Valentine's yesterday because of Ash Wednesday. So apparently we're supposed to be celebrating today. So I didn't fail this year anyway. Next year, probably. Let's see here. Matt, doing okay. Just taking it day by day, but thank you, brother. JJ says, Attila's on the road to 1,000. She's only 19 subscribers away from 1,000. So at Rangers of Wrestling, again, we're going to go ahead and hit that, get the screenshots ready on the on this, and we will see you guys tomorrow again for JJ's review of Impact, presented by TNA, and then Aaron's, of course, recap tomorrow night of SmackDown. That's it, guys. Have a good night. We will see you tomorrow, and of course this weekend for Taylor Swift.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
Here we go again! you.